Hey, groovy people. Big messy hair. I just thought of you all because look, this is one of my disco ball spots. They're moving around my living room because it's sunset here. Look. Hi, Justin. And so remember at 3:30 we were doing the groovy minute where everybody just meditated on what they thought grooviness was for everyone, or feeling groovy. So today I'm going to talk to you more about what we reduce, and I've been thinking about it all week. We reduce and reuse and recycle, and so this is number 3 of my series of 10, and so what we reduce is some of the things that we reduce that parents and caregivers of people on the spectrum can use is the fact that my kids don't really understand rules. So I save no's and my mommy voice, which is the pretty serious enforcer voice, raising the voice, for serious situations, usually only danger. The no is for when something is very defiant. I would say Justin gets a no when he's smearing toothpaste on himself, or taking soap and rubbing it all over himself, or ripping stuff. Sometimes he's just doing some destructive things, and sometimes it's for attention, and sometimes it's just because he's hyperstimulated, having sensory needs. And you'll hear, oh no! A bird just hit our window, but it's okay. It's okay. I just heard a bird coming in our big window, but it's okay. It landed on the roadie and it's happy and alive. Anyway, so that's what we reduce. We also reduce, we use, just speaking of reducing, so when we reduce that, we use words like stop. Stop, and when I direct Justin or Brianna, I say stop, I want you to da 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 da. So I use very similar language almost every time in order to create consistency. It's one of my Zen tools that I'll get to later in the series. But we reduce no's, we reduce the tense voice, so almost all of my responses are very except when, I am tense and that happens. But I try and reduce the tension in my voice almost always. I call it accessing your inner Hawaiian. Like, be chilled, cool. And then, Justin's my DJ. He's got the speaker going right now. We're gonna dance. My hair is crazy today because we've been out in the sun. But anyway. Okay, buddy, will you turn that down? Thank you. So that was your little DJ break. Dance break. We have those all the time. What we reduce also is toxins. So most of our food toxins that we avoid, there's a lot, I suppose, because it was really challenging for us to transfer that to the hospital setting. So we avoid, can you hear me? We avoid MSG, which is monosodium glutamate. You'd be surprised how many things it's in, like soups, all powdered chips like Doritos, bacon flavored chips. You can look on your packages, MSG, monosodium glutamate. That is a real trigger for Justin's behaviors. We avoid food colorings. And most nutritionists would ask, like, oh, is he allergic? Well, he definitely has a response, and there's no way to do full allergy tests on him because he won't sit still or have needles in him. Justin, will you turn it down just a little? Thank you, thank you. We got a little Missy Elliott going in the back. Boom, boom, boom. Anyway. So that is the toxins that we avoid. Let's see. And also nitrates in meats, prepared meats. I'm trying to think of everything. I'm sure anyone who's been at our house can figure out. Oh, corn syrup and high fructose corn syrup, definitely. And sometimes gluten, and sometimes simple starches. We don't always avoid those, but we know that there could be responses to those. Those of you doing that strict gluten-free diet, I know you're thinking, Jen, you should be avoiding those. It's not as easy, and I gotta say, you know, some things we just really like. Anyway, like donuts. Anyway, so I'm hoping you learned a little bit. That's what we reduce, and we reduce our plastic use. We reduce, we don't have a microwave, so we reduce putting toxins. We also reduce pesticides. We don't use pesticides in our yard, synthetic pesticides, and we don't spray them on our body, and we also use as much natural products as possible and organic, no hormones, et cetera, et cetera. And I think it makes us healthy. We're pretty healthy people. So try it. Peace and love. Hope you learned something. If not, at least you got to dance. Peace out.